How I really feel. I feel like we are doing a bad job preparing you for the future. Because I feel like allowing you to make up all this stuff here at the end, while that does boost your grade and make you feel good, and I do love you, so I let it happen, and plus I'm a good employee, so I also let it happen through that. While it is a good thing in some ways, it's bad in others, especially for my seniors. Because you realize next year you're going to either a job, maybe to the military, to a university. If you think they're like this and this lax and it's okay with whatever, they're not. I've been to college. I got master's degrees and everything, so I've spent a lot of time at college. So I can't really speak from, well, military is going to be super strict. And I know my job is strict, has certain requirements of me. If I'm absent, heck, I don't get 3 days to make it up. I got to have sub-plans in advance. So I don't know why we do this to you and why we teach all this, especially the seniors. It kind of bothers me, I'm not going to lie, because I went to Alabama, and if you take a math class at Alabama, the basic classes have 4 tests, and you get told, like, Brittany, your test is Tuesday at 6 p.m., and if she doesn't come, and she can come early, but if she doesn't come by Tuesday at 6 p.m., if she shows up at 6:05, they'll tell her it's too late, you can't take it. And they give her a 0, and they don't care if her mommy comes, they don't care. They literally don't care. And if you come in and text it on your phone the whole day, either one, they're going to kick you out, or two, they really have that bigger room that they don't care, and it's okay with you if you fail. Because if you fail in college, that's on you. Straight up on you. Now, if you've been absent and you're trying to make up stuff, they'll be nice about that. And I'm nice about that. Heck, I'm nice about everything. But I just want to remind you that out in the real world, this mess is not going to fly. And the bad thing is, it's really not going to fly for you in here at the moment because you've kind of forgotten that you still have to get the normal things done. So, yes, please make up whatever you're trying to finish and get your grade back to where you need it in life. Good for you. But at the same time, yesterday, I know Brittany almost got done with 2.2.2, and it looks like most people in her group did, but not everyone did. So today we're supposed to finish 2.2.2, and we're supposed to do 2.3.1. And bless Brittany's heart, I'm going to grade somebody in her groups 2.2.1, 2.2.2, and 2.3.1. There are 3 sections in your textbook that I haven't graded. And I'm so good, this is how good I am, it's going to make this report card. It is. I am that good. And I'm going to break Brittany's heart, because you know good and well I'm not going to pick her book out of her group. Ain't no way I'm choosing hers. Who's going to first? I don't even see hers. I choose someone else's. And you know you each have a member like that. That's the one person you don't need to see their book. And that's the book I'm already going to choose. You can anticipate it. So the good news is that I promise it's not going to be tonight that I grade them. Oh my gosh, no. I'm tired of grading your stuff. So if you are super behind, tonight and tonight only, you are more than welcome to take your book home and make sure you are caught up. But again, you should have words all the way up through page 20 by the time I look at it tomorrow afternoon. Is everyone on the same page with that? Okay, just warning you. Like I'm glad you're trying to fix things. I'm glad you're trying to get back on track. But there's still other grades that you're about to forget about, and I don't need you to. And Brittany's already owned it. You know the points from this week are going to count too. So making sure your group's still getting points too. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
The person's book that you grade, does that count for the whole group?
The whole group's grade. The whole group's grade. And it's been going well. You'd be surprised. Every group's been doing really well. There's only been one exception for one section. I try to swap it up each time. But you know I'm not going to read Lawrence.
Do you do it for accuracy or is it just completion?
Accuracy.
Okay. But you know, she asked to go, you can have a point for that. Jessica? Is that her name? That's not your name. Emily. I was like, I thought you said Jessica. I know your name.
Too. I thought she said like
Emily is already getting her group points. She's been in here for like 2 seconds. So she said, do I grade it for accuracy or completion? Just you did it. But my gosh, when Allison does it, she needs to have words. If someone last period put a question mark on question. A question mark is not going to suffice. I'm going to need some words. Okay, let's actually, though, I'm going to help you. I swear I'm nice. I have Blake's book under the screen. Number 8 from yesterday is where we were stuck, and I want to talk about it with you. Okay, so we're having trouble with implication. You do. I don't know why I got distracted. You do get a book. I'm just too short. Royale, you see that really tall basket? Can you reach that book at the top of the tall basket? It's going to say someone else's name, but it's going to be good for now because they didn't write in it last year. We're going to cross out their name and some of yours.
Okay.
I know that's very reassuring. They didn't really.
Secondhand. Secondhand.
I wrote in it. Maybe look. At the end. We'll get you new pages in the end.
Okay.
I find you a new book in the end. My God, if they're going to keep adding people to Discrete Notes, you might have more books. Proof of this. Okay. I know that's what you wanted, Emily. Okay, so if you, for the love, can't fill in TTFF, TFTF in the first two columns, you are already in so much trouble. Because if you were looking in your book, after 2.3.1, it's something called exercises, which means we've reached the end of the chapter, which means it's time for a for real, all the things test. Not just P, not just Q, P, Q, R. Not just and, not just R, or this implication symbol. We're going to have all the things. And I can already tell you that's going to be, because life is hard next week, and because apparently life is hard for us all the time, that's going to be next Friday.
Wait, what's happening next
Test next Friday.
I can do it.
Test on all the truth table
life's
stuff.
hard next week. What's going on?
Wednesday the PSATs. So that it affects your day too. It affects everybody's day.
Wait, do we get to come in late or something?
No.
What the?
Then what do we do?
They're going to have certain sessions for seniors. Like this is for you to go learn about pastoral, or you can do this. It seems really useful.
Okay, so like you know what's going on.
You can do that. That's fine. You already had all yes. That's fine. That's fine. I don't
You want
care.
to sit through this?
It'll take 3 more minutes.
I don't know what's going on.
Exactly. So let Brittany, let me finish this one, then you can, let me finish this one, then you can. Okay. If you don't know the TTFF, TFTF, oh my gosh, you're in so much trouble. Not P, you do the exact opposite of T. So it was TTFF, so you do FFTT. Not Q's opposite of Q, so it was TFTF, you do FTFT. Besides Emily, because bless her heart, she's brand new to the room, is there anyone who genuinely could not fill in the first 4 columns? Well, that seems understandable. You gotta have to figure it. That seems understandable. Do what, dear? Yeah, you can. Okay, so we were talking yesterday about implication. Implication means something implies something. I'm going to cover up the 2 columns we don't need. We don't need not P, not Q, so I'm going to cover them up. They're just in my way. I need P and Q. And as we were discussing yesterday, I like the example of if you're at school and then you have on shoes. So, you're at school, you have on shoes, I'm happy. So I put a T. You're at school, you don't have on shoes, you're probably in trouble with billings, we have an issue, that's our one with an issue, we're going to put a false. And then the last 2 is where I really just don't care, because you're not at school, so I really don't care what's on your feet. Yes, in this case you had on shoes, in this case you didn't, but I don't care. You're not at school, so I don't care. So my last 2 are going to be T's. How many T's and how many F's did I put? Okay, Grant and Brittany's group out a point. 3 T's, 1 F. Every single time. Every single time. Yes, dear?
Is it just the opposite of the next thing?
No. No, and that's what Brittany was asking yesterday too. But every single time, it might be in a different order than this, but if it's got that arrow, just like an or had a lot of T's, an implication should have a lot of T's. So it's probably going to be 3 T's, 1 F. I might do them in a different order, but I'm still going to have 3 T's and 1 F. Okay, the next column, I need Q and P. And I'm going to cover up that column because he's just going to confuse me. What letter comes first in that statement?
Q.
Q. So Q's first. So I need to look at him first. So Q is now me going to school. I'm at school. So I'm at school, I have on shoes. Great. I'm not at school, I have on shoes. Miss Compton doesn't care. Great. Good for you. You're not at school. At the very bottom, when you're not at school, you don't have on shoes, I still just don't care. The only time I care is when the first statement is a T and the second statement is an F. And then if we're relating it back to our example, that means you're at school, you don't have on shoes, you're in trouble with misspellings. So again, the only time we care on an implication is when the first letter, which in this case is Q, because it told me Q goes first. When Q is T and the second one's F, that's our only issue. Are there any questions about that one?
No.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next one. And this is where Lauren was getting real deep, and me and Lauren had to think it through. Okay. I cover up everything I don't need. That's just my preference in life. I need my pens to not roll. Which seems redundant because they're pens. Okay. I need not P, I need not Q. I need both of those because it says not P, not Q. And Lauren and I were trying to make it too complicated yesterday. We would say, well, not P is I'm not at school, and then not Q means I don't have lunch. You're making life too complicated. Again, we're not even paying attention to the not symbols. We're just focusing on if the first thing is T and the second thing is F, then we put an F. So where's the only line I'm going to put an F on? Third line down. The first two, you're not at school and I just don't care. Fourth line down, you're at school and you have on shoes. Good for you for following directions. So, again, we looked at not P first. Not P. It was false, so we just don't care. So we put trues. True, so we put true. The only time we care is when the first thing is a T and the second thing is an F. That is the only time we care. In fact, look, if I made a note to myself with invocation, only F when first thing T and out of room. Second thing F. That's the only time we're mad. Otherwise, we're happy. I like to be happy. Okay. So we get to our last column, but life's changed because not Q is first. So I need to look at not Q first in the table. So please, somebody, make my whole name. Tell me what I should put in over here. Blake, I have your book. Yes, dear.
I think TFTT.
TFTT. Does anyone think anything different than that? I believe the girl has it. F, we don't care, so we put a T first because not Q comes first. So I just don't care on the first and third because F came first, so we just don't care. It's a TT down there at the bottom, so we put a T. But here in the middle, it was TF. That's our only problem, so we put an F. But again, even if Brittany still just has no idea what's going on, if it's an implication, I'm going to guess 3 T's and 1 F in some sort of order. Maybe, hopefully you put some logic with it. Logic. Hopefully you think it through. Okay, any questions about this? Okay, then I'm done rambling. That was my help of the day.